that very same sensitivity that makes you able to learn language just like that as a little infant makes you highly vulnerable to chaos, threat, inconsistency, unpredictability, violence. And so children are much more sensitive to developmental trauma than adults.
This was gripping television last night. If you saw last night's episode of 60 Minutes, it's likely you saw Oprah Winfrey's piece on developmental trauma in children and the changing way it is treated at facilities across the country. So joining us right now is Dr. Jamie Kaufman from Cook Children's Hospital in Fort Worth. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
I think what was so fascinating, and I don't know if we could pinpoint just one thing, but really all of this boils down to how trauma can change the way a child's brain is wired.
Right. So it actually changes the neuronal connection. So the way I think of it is when you have these toxic stressors, these adverse events that happen, it creates stress and stress hormones that just will go down to the basic level of your brain and change just your basic reactions.
There's all kinds of trauma out there. I mean, we know that, and obviously we don't want to dig into the ins and outs of this. But when it comes to this specifically, are we talking about certain types of trauma?
Well, the things that have been studied are the things that you would expect, like physical abuse, sexual abuse, neglect, emotional abuse. But it's also, do you live in a home with someone who is an alcoholic or a substance abuser? Is there someone with mental illness in your home? Someone who's been incarcerated? All those are toxic stressors for children.
What's the impact, though?
Well, it has impact on your mental health, your emotional health, and your body. So it's not just depression and suicide and those things we would expect, but actually heart disease, asthma, diabetes, all those things are connected to how your brain responds.
One of the things that was so fascinating, and I watched this in an after piece this afternoon, was that love component and
Absolutely.
The importance of, if you've survived childhood trauma, you can actually, love can heal that, which is fascinating.
Absolutely. The number one factor for resiliency in childhood is having that adult that you have that connection with, that relationship that can mentor you and have that emotional bond.
It's really an absolutely beautiful thing, and it doesn't just have to be for children. This can be for adults too.
Absolutely. There is no age that's too late.
It's a wonderful thing. All right, knowing about that trauma, it means that facilities all over the country, including Cook Children's right here in North Texas, you can do trauma-informed care. Can you explain what that is?
Well, it's really very simple. You don't have to be a doctor or a PhD to have trauma-informed care. It's really looking at the behaviors of that child or that adult through the lens of what's happened to them. So instead of saying what's wrong with you, you say what happened to you.
Ooh, I like that.
Right? So they're going to have certain triggers and certain responses that are based on past trauma. They're going to have maybe reactions that you wouldn't expect or that are out of a higher level than you would normally see, but it's because of what happened to them. And if you understand that, then you're going to respond to that differently, and you're going to be much more understanding, and then they can get help with certain types of trauma-focused therapies that can help them understand themselves too.
Well, and it's so important to be able just to have some sort of access to this information, because it really does take a village to help each other, doesn't it?
Absolutely, but we can all be that important person in that child's life.
All right, one last thing, and I come from a foster home, so I've lived through this personally. So much of this trauma happens at home. So much of it is so private. What can people do to help?
Well, you have to be involved, right? You're not going to know if you're not involved in that child's life. So don't leave it to somebody else. It is your business. Every child is everybody's business. So you need to step in and be that mentor, be that person that can create that relationship and create that bond.
We can help.
Absolutely,
all of us. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
If you want to watch Oprah's piece from last night, you can find it. It's on our website, CBS DFW. It's actually on our Facebook page. Very easy to find.